Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
Cameron.
And Carlos.
And this week, Kronii did a 3D stream with body tracking. Fauna did an ASMR in 3D. And Pakora is still a war criminal. Stick around.
So yeah.
Gentlemen, welcome back
Yeah.
again for this week's... What is our podcast called? Super Chats.
Is it?
Did I call it Holo Talk again this time?
No, last time you did.
Okay.
This time's different. We're different people.
I don't have enough energy for this apparently today. I'm kind of zonked, I guess.
No, it's okay. You're zonked. I'm caked up on the sauce. I'm lost. I'm doing my best.
Those too many like Zoomer terms. I don't understand what's happening now.
That's okay. I'm the bridge.
Okay. You're the bridge tuber.
And over there we got Carlos.
He's hanging out.
Yeah.
Well,
I worked less today.
yeah, that's very good.
So you should be doing better than us.
Yeah.
You should be doing
He might
better than
actually be
normal.
doing better than us.
I mean, it would if I hadn't been up until 4 a.m. playing Star Rail. So
Oh, you're still on that star rail.
It's completely fair, frankly.
I still haven't gone through the tutorials because I don't have a lot of time.
Didn't you spend the entire day today playing mobile games?
Listen.
Anyways, so we got a lot to go over this week. We want to thank you for joining us, of course. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to drop a subscription down below. If you're enjoying us from a podcast service, do the same.
This is what's known as the early call to action.
Indeed, yeah,
It's not a sign of desperation. It's innovation.
it's true. And if you want to catch up with us, we all have we're available on Twitter as well.
Yeah. Emphasis on available.
Yeah. Slide right on into our DMs.
Yeah. But not for much longer because the platform's going to change. So now you can't DM people who don't follow you back.
Well, shit. Best get to us quick.
There's an expiration date, everybody.
Yeah, if you're a VTuber and you want to come on the podcast and chat with us for a little bit, then go ahead and let us know.
Viewer discretion.
You know,
I think-
you gotta put if you don't throw the hook out, you're not gonna catch anything.
I think that's the issue is we don't really market ourselves as like dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, like we keep trying to be like really welcoming and like bring people in, but look at like the history of radio, the people who get popular, the podcasts that take off, the interviews, like these are the unedged, unedited podcasts. You can't handle the danger. We ask the hard questions. We drink razor blades and we shit milk. You know?
And then there's like the sound of a smashing glass,
Yeah.
and you Imagine Dragon starts.
Yeah.
Playing. Yeah. No, I mean, I'd rather be a nice person, frankly.
So let me get this straight. You stream on YouTube. Yeah, right. I bet you can't even get that far in like a video game I'm about to say that's manly and cool. Like Duke Nukem 3D. Yeah.
Calm down, Duke. All right, let's start off with some Hololive news. Shocker, surprise, no one saw it coming.
Our first of many dangerous headlines.
I mean, this
It's
could.
not, the angle's not going to change this whole time.
This is
is
the
it?
danger episode.
Hey, about that. This is a very dangerous
Yes,
topic.
it is.
Actually,
This
so-
is the danger episode.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead.
Hololive has released official MMD models of their
Oh
talents.
no, that's the Miku program.
That's the Miku program. It's MMD, if you're not familiar, is Miku Miku Dance.
Yeah,
And
legit.
if you've never heard of it, you've probably seen it if you're a fan of VTubers, frankly.
If you have seen VTubers, the funny haha videos, or the first 3 volumes of Ruby, you have seen MMD.
There you go.
Well, see, the thing about this is, I actually went to their website and looked at the download page and realized this isn't actually new.
These people just now are seeing it?
It's just they've added a few more new ones.
Yeah,
Oh.
they've added some new ones, but apparently they've been releasing models since like the beginning of their company's existence, basically.
I can
I
believe
think
that.
the earliest one is from like 2019.
So we've got like 31 members currently available, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Which, boy,
Boy, howdy.
ever since they added the new folks, I know I've seen a lot of MMDs suddenly appear on YouTube and in other places on the internet. There's been a lot of reworking of classic internet sketches using them as models with the original, vocals from the internet sketches and such. It's been pretty solid. There's been some good stuff. I'm not really familiar with the workings of MMD, but I know that it allows you to take the models that are provided, or you can create models in the program too, I believe, right?
I've never used it, but it's freeware, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
oh,
it is.
So, but I know that you can take the models, import them, and then you can pose them and move them and create different video animations, or I guess still frames if you want to just be a weird
Yeah, it's
photographer.
like a fancy little screenshot hanging up on the fridge.
Yeah. So it's what was the Steam one that Valve did forever ago?
Oh, you're talking about Source Filmmaker.
Source Filmmaker. This is a similar idea to that, I guess, where it's just you have 3D models, you can pose them, move them, track their movements, and create animations and basically make your own content out of them.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful program, obviously, if 3 seasons of Ruby were needed.
3 whole seasons.
So
I mean, it's just really popular because I've never used it, but the amount of videos you see on the internet that use it, it can't be that hard.
Yeah. It can't be that hard for us to animate.
I'm sure it's hard to do it well.
To do it well, definitely.
Yeah.
To do it, period, no.
Yeah. And again, it's called Miku Miku Dance because it was originally used for making Vocaloid like music videos and dance videos and all that.
So now, with the newest update, you too can make the following VTubers dance to the hit song You're Out of Touch. Pakora, Kiara, Gira, and Amalia.
So I immediately saw animations of Kiara popping up.
Yeah.
And the one thing I don't know, because I need to investigate this further, is it post cake bump Kiara? Because I don't know if she's got that ass or not in the MMD model.
Don't worry. You can change it.
Amazing.
You can fix it yourself now.
Because I know the last time Kiara did a 3D stream, she was like, my ass is wrong. Because it was the pre-buff Kiara. So I'm not sure which model they will have updated or uploaded for the MMD, but yes.
No idea.
One way or another.
There's only one way to find out. Clicks.
That is the way you do it. So if you are an MMD filmmaker, check it out. You've got more material to work with.
This is it.
I've seen a lot of really fun little meme videos go up.
And they're distributed through Nico Video's website.
Yeah.
That's where the download page takes you, and you do need an account to download them, which it's a free account. You don't have to verify anything. You just have to navigate a little bit of Japanese to get through it.
Someone's probably going to mirror it. So you probably won't have to meet that requirement for much longer.
True. I imagine it's already happened, frankly.
It's very free. It's going to be on Steam Workshop and Left 4 Dead tomorrow.
Yeah. You have no idea how many fucking VTuber mods I have in Left 4 Dead.
Hey, I mean, I had Vocaloid ones for Left 4 Dead, so
Oh, yeah.
that was pretty hilarious.
I actually installed so many VTuber mods in Left 4 Dead that it would crash every time I hosted the game. And so every time we play now, I have to have my friends host.
That's great. That's fantastic. I'm
Yep.
happy for you.
But I get to be Ayame and run around with a katana and chop up zombies. So that's fun.
The Ayami canonical experience.
Yeah. Just chopping up zombies.
Yeah. Can you replace the zombies with Ollie, or would that be a little bit too morbid?
One of the charger has been replaced with Furball Kronii, which is an option. And also some of the guns have like VTuber skins now too.
Oh my god.
Did you make sure
I
that
installed every VTuber thing I could for the last time because I streamed it when I was playing it, and I installed just as much fucking VTuber garbage as I could.
did you do the mandatory install the turn the tank into Shrek mod?
No, it's Randy Savage. He throws Slim Jims.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I turned my flashlight into Nicolas Cage's face.
Oh yeah. I
God.
love Left 4 Dead 2 mods. They're so fucking good. I
Sorry.
love that they're still happening too.
Source Engine games hit different.
Oh, they just do.
They're all like a corner of like the PC gaming community. We'll never get away from them.
No, not even a little bit. Can't wait for Left 4 Dead 3.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's too bad. You're gonna get Left 4 Dead VR.
If you're lucky.
You know what else we'll never get?
What?
A chance to watch Bay's unarchived karaoke again.
First it giveth, then it taketh away.
That's the power of Rat. Indeed.
I watched it for 3 hours.
Yeah, that's our boy, our archivist, our scribe.
How long was it? Was it about 3 hours?
I have no idea because it was like 12:30 and she was still going, and like I gotta stop.
Impressive. It's a good job singing Rat. Very impressive. So yeah, tell us a little bit about it, Carlos. You were the one that was there. You witnessed it firsthand. You can tell everyone what they missed out on.
Well, it was supposed to be a summer themed little singing session, and well, she very quickly ran out of summer songs after about an hour because she didn't actually have anything planned. She started the stream and then said, "All right, what am I gonna sing now?"
Very day.
Sounds right. She is chaotic, after all.
This was actually her little temporary going away stream. She's going on a quick, like a 1 week break.
A sabbatical.
Very nice.
So
it's always good when they can take time away.
Yep.
Rest, recuperate, maybe go on a trip. Who knows what they're going to do. It's not our business, damn it. I'm sure she'll fill us in with what was going on whenever she comes back, or she won't. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care at all. She can tell me. I'd really like for her to tell me. I don't want to know. I don't have to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Who are you?
Huh?
Carlos.
But yeah, I mean, she sung some opera songs, some sea chanties.
Ooh, nice.
And, she started singing Living La Vida Loca before she realized she was accidentally singing the Shrek version.
Shrek 2, man.
That's somehow more appropriate for
Shrek
her.
fucking 2.
She stopped it and then put the original version on, and then just sung the Shrek lines anyway while she was singing it.
That probably pleased Calli. I'm sure Calli loved that.
It's a rock solid Rat right there. She knows what she's about. So she sang a little opera, it says in here.
Yeah.
And that made me remember something, actually.
What?
Have you seen all of the Pride Month logos on Twitter the different companies are doing?
I mean, I know what you're talking about.
They're all rainbows, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Pride.
the done Pride thing. Except if you're Opera GX, they have just the Opera GX logo, and behind it is just a picture of two men kissing.
Oh, god damn it! I keep forgetting they're the gamer brand.
I was scrolling and I got an ad for Opera GX on Twitter, and I was like, "What the? Oh!"
I can't tell if that's more prideful or not.
I just like I love it's the shit posty nature of it, and also like still going all out and just supporting Pride. Just
I'm gonna say
hilarious.
it's more prideful because it's gonna piss off more people who are like, oh, my kid uses that browser. It's like, yeah, great.
There you go. Yeah.
That is all the Opera GX is doing right now. They're just trying to like attention seek as hard as possible, and it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh man, I couldn't tell by the fact that they have their own VTuber on the way. / shade.
We're waiting.
Part of me is tempted to try it now, though, because they're
The
doing all this
browser?
outlandish shit. Yeah, no, kissing a man. Yes, the browser. No, stop that. No.
Hey, maybe if they're lucky, they'll finally pass Firefox's like 1.5% market share.
Dude, okay. As someone who switched back to Firefox because I just hate Google, yeah, it's still kind of rough. Like 2 decades on or whatever, and it's still just like, man, I kind of just miss Chrome.
At least Firefox is its own thing and not another Chromium browser.
That's the entire thing. I've got to support Firefox because they're the only actual other option.
See, Firefox as a browser is great. They have a lot of really cool functionality into the browser. It just sucks that some websites don't really work on it.
YouTube. It has problems with YouTube, and it pisses me off every time.
Where's the Firefox VTuber?
That's a good question.
Feel like it's a slam dunk, piss easy. You will not struggle.
Yeah, that plays into everything weeb, frankly.
It is you make a kitsune who is on the flames and fire. She trash talks Google Chrome.
She has a fun little animation where she curls up in a ball, like the Firefox logo.
It is so easy. A caveman could do it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Opera GX is out here actually putting in the fucking work. You know what? Mad respect. I'm gonna try the browser.
A crazy rabid Zoomer woke up one day and he was in charge of marketing for Opera, the Opera browser.
But you know, if they did that, then they'd probably have to start fighting over attention for Crunchyroll's VTuber. It's, an orange fox girl.
Who?
Oh no.
No offense to the person depicting the Vtuber. It's just you are the Crunchyroll Vtuber. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Well, the only thing I could find is that applications are open.
It's
For the Opera GX Vtuber.
Yeah, still open.
So.
I imagine it's going to take them a while to actually get that fully set up and
please,
going.
Come on.
Yeah.
They could do it in a night. Tony Stark built these in a cave.
I think
Where's the Tony Stark VTuber?
what'd be the ultimate like crackhead what is this life thing is if like the Opera GX VTuber debuts and it's just Gargura's voice and it's like, oh no.
That's why.
They won.
Instantly 4 million subs.
You know, it still kills me the special that we did that I unconsciously picked Gura 1, 2, and 3 for my options. I didn't even realize I did that.
She has this magnetism, and she just she can see the flow of data in the internet and can manipulate.
You have
I
lost.
Swear to God,
You have lost to Shark.
She just sees it, dude.
Speaking of just seeing things, dude.
Yeah. Real quick before we jump into the next thing, actually, I do want to point out that I saw a tweet today.
Oh?
I've been using Twitter because there's another website I usually use and it's down right now.
Yeah, and you should not be on it.
Yeah. Exactly. And I actually saw a tweet today that made me like a little uncomfy because it was specifically like saying it was I won't name and shame because frankly I don't remember the person's
And
name.
to clarify, you went on Twitter and you saw something that upset you.
Yeah.
Okay, working as
it's
intended.
literally a day.
So that's the usual. For
Yeah.
them.
There's a lever called discomfort. It's all the way up.
Yeah, that's it. But it was a post about how like somebody really misses Gura and they want her to come back and all this stuff. And like basically the normal discourse was working itself out. Of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's okay to feel these things. It's probably not a great idea to advertise this and like try and like put that on the talent because she's probably really fucking busy and just has other stuff she's doing. And everything that everyone has indicated is that she's fine. She's working really hard. Her birthday's coming up. She's probably got something huge planned for it. And even if she doesn't, she's working on something.
But what if instead of that, I put my unreasonable expectations and my parasocial relation on the figurehead that has no real ability to address my concerns?
Oh, there's a website called Twitter.
Oh, I fucking love Twitter. I just posted the other day how much I miss Gura and
Oh, no. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter.
oh, nuts.
All right. Now we can move on. I'm comfortable having said that. And again, I'm not calling anybody out. Feel your feelings. Just,
Please do.
Maintain yourself. As
Yeah,
best
I'm
you
still
can.
waiting for my Gura merch. That's all I care about. So
Get your bag.
I might get that in another month or two after already waiting like 4 months.
Oh, the Gather Goober stuff.
They have to go through quality inspection.
I don't know why you said it that way. Fauna did a 3D ASMR stream.
That's why I said it that way. It was to activate your something meridian. ASMR stands for something.
Asymmetric.
Shooter multiplayer. So tell us about this 3D ASMR stream because I was not able to attend.
Let's start at the basics. ASMR. Tell us about that. So Fauna did a 3D ASMR. I haven't
Yeah.
watched this. I assume it was. I've seen a clip of this. I will say that there was a moment where she said, "This is what it looks like if you're taller than me," and then she like put the camera up above her head, looking down, and she's like, "Here's what it looks like if I'm taller than you," and then she put the camera down, facing up. And it was a strong, imposing image of
Altair point of view.
yeah, Altair point of view. There you go.
Yeah, that was the whole, that disgusting look.
Yeah.
Looking down at you.
Exactly. So I did see that clip, and I was just like, I need to watch the rest of this because it seems like gold, dude.
And she did show off she has one of the expressions she can make is a smug face now.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, good. God, I heard like some of the VTubers talk earlier about like when you do this and that and glitch the expression, you get a smug. So it sounds like they're bringing in smug finally.
It's a necessary thing, frankly, because especially like if Gura couldn't do smug, she would not exist.
It's her market. It's
Gura
who
being
she
smug
is.
Gura being Gura. That's like it does exist equals is smug for Gura. 100%
Precisely.
is her programming. So is there anything else cool going on with this aside from the fact that she was 3D? I mean, she's got a 3D model. She's working with it now.
Well, it was a lot of just showing off her model and just because normally a lot of them are just a still image. Well, not still image, but just a picture where she's not really showing anything that she's doing. So in this, you could see her like moving around the room a little bit, and you could see when she's getting closer and farther away from you. And just she spent probably half the stream just showing off her model more than anything.
Well, that's fair. I mean, it's easy for them to be excited about their 3D models, I believe. Like, I would certainly be excited for mine if I got mine after like a year and a half or 2 years of waiting, you know.
Yeah.
Now, was she like fully rigged for this, or was she just like manipulating the body with probably some other like mechanism?
I don't believe, at least her lower body, I don't think was. No, actually, I think it was her whole body, because
Okay.
she didn't do like a whole lot of walking around the room or anything, but she was like moving all of her limbs and
Movement.
showing everything.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's really, like I've said before, I've looked into 3D or full 3D rigging and things like that before, and you need like probably 8 to 12 solid like reference points if you want to have like decent rigging, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's $800 to $1,200, basically, at the very least. It might be cheaper now. I don't know. I haven't looked, but I imagine they're not using cheap materials for this. You know, I imagine I know that whenever Kiara traveled to work with Ame for, you know, last week, that like Ame has like a studio apparently for this.
Yeah.
So, which is impressive, and also 100% Ame, because she is the tech whiz, as we have said in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great that like they've got these options now. They haven't had their, you know, debuts, but they've had their hologram
Yeah.
debuts. So that's, you know, they have access now. They can use them.
Yeah.
It's still one of those things where I look forward to whenever they get their actual debuts. But
I kind of wonder how they're going to make those feel special at this point. Because like now they're just using the 3D models.
well, so did Myth whenever they got theirs.
Yeah,
Myth had
that-
theirs before they did their debuts too.
That is true. And those
So-
still felt special.
It's still like a landmark when they actually get together and they get to be on stage and they get to do something big with it. You know?
Yeah, did you get to do some goofing?
Yeah, exactly.
And these demos they're doing now are just that. They're just kind of demos. They're not.
The professional Hololive studio.
Yeah, they're not professional performances. They're just kind of showing off what they can do a little bit.
Which makes sense. I mean, they have them, they might as well use them,
Yeah.
is the way I look at it. They've put in the work, they've waited as much time as they need to in order to actually have them and have them be functional. So now it's a matter of, like, when do they get to celebrate it? Is the only thing left.
Yeah. And actually part of it too, if you think about it, if they're demoing them and using them now, this is the perfect chance for them to realize, oh, hey, my arm doesn't work right. Hey, don't worry about that. And then when they do their actual debut in 6 months, it's like, hey, my arm magically works now.
Yeah, exactly. They can catch all the bugs and the little things that are weird.
My ass is very small.
Fix it! Fix it now!
I cannot continue to work under these circumstances.
I have twice the amount of cake as is on display. God, I love that bird. It's a good burb. So another person that got to have a full body 3D stream was Kronii.
Oh, yeah, Kronies.
Yeah, she did a 3D stream a week or so ago. This one is it was full body.
Yeah.
So this one's tracked and everything, and
Yeah.
so I saw one clip of this, and it was a very important clip where she accidentally bumped her booba, and it freaked out and like tried to run away. It stretched out like 3 feet to the right and then snapped back into place.
Oblivion Booba.
And I was like, huh. I don't think that's how that works.
I don't
but-
think this is canon.
Yeah.
So I watched the whole stream of this, and they made her chest so gigantic for this model. Like,
Well, they had to make the ribbon look right. So you got to do what you got to do, you know.
Kronii, she's like the one person I forget every time is like a fucking cheesecake factory. Because like I listen and hang out and watch her shit. It's like, God, this lady's so fucking funny. She's so chill. And then like something happens where I see like an art or her model moves. I'm like, what the? Oh my God. She looks like a gotcha banner.
She's unstoppable. 24/7 cake delivery. Also, I saw her model turn sideways, and I was like, I had the same reaction that Kiara apparently did, which was, God damn.
I swear they made them even bigger for this model. Everything.
I completely believe it. Kiara was just like, oh, they'll give Kronii the biggest ass in the world, but I can't have anything.
I saw the stream where Kiara was so fucking salty.
Yeah.
She's genuinely upset she's not caked up like Kronii.
Because they gave her like hardcore physics for everything too. It was ridiculous. It straight up looked like they just like ripped her model out of a 3D hentai game.
Well, she's drawn by the guy who did Fate.
Well, you get in what you put. you get out what you put in. That's
we need to set up like a cake exchange, because Kronii doesn't seem particularly attached to what's attached to her, and Kiara is clearly envious, like any queen is of cake. Just let her have it.
It's a shame Reddit fell apart, or I'd say we should start r/cake swap.
Welcome to Cake Swap. Me and my wife are dedicated to getting cake where it's gotta go. I have 10 years in the business and only 2 DUIs, and they deserved it.
Pulls out scalpel.
My wife's a full-time VTuber and a surgeon. She gets the 2 jobs mixed up sometimes.
Pulls out brush. Oh my god. So yes.
Should you super chat your surgeon?
The cake distribution apparently is unfair.
It is uneven, undemocratized. We must seize the means.
And there's a couple issues that they're dealing with Kronii's model apparently as well. But overall, it sounds like it was a fun stream from what I've heard.
Yeah, one of her arms was just refusing to work for most of the stream.
That is unfortunate. Sometimes my arm refuses to work too, so I get it. What does that mean? I'm not going to tell. That was me not thinking out a joke fully is what that was.
I never think out my jokes. I'm surprised they turn out okay.
Apparently she twerked for the viewers.
She promised.
She dabbed and twerked both.
Twerking was a long time promise.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about that until I was watching the stream. And she's like, all right, I promised everybody, so here we go.
And it was... I felt nothing.
No, if you wanted to feel something, it was it was after that where she turned into her usual self, and it's like, oh, I'm in 3D now, and she held out her hand to the screen. It's like, grab my hand and come with me. Come on, grab my hand. Why aren't you grabbing my hand?
The screen's in the way, Kronii.
I'm sorry, Kronii. We can't reach. Don't go where we can't follow.
Just had to tease the audience like that.
I love it. She is, like, at the end of the day, a fantastic troll. And, like, doesn't matter how much cake she's carrying. She still trolls in her heart.
Why did those who are evil have it?
But I guess little tangents regarding that. I didn't get the chance to look into it too much, but I did hear Ina recently in one of her streams kind of addressed that kind of stuff, because some of them, and Ina is definitely one of them, do not appreciate having that sort of view on their characters.
Yeah, so Ina initially was like, please don't put this stuff in my official art tag, and then they stopped. But then another tag showed up, which was the 4th Wa.
Yeah.
And that became very prolific, and then she was like, please just stop. That was what happened the other day. And I know that because I saw on Twitter one of the artists that was responsible was like, Ina said to stop, so I stopped. And I was like, good. Respect. Mad respect.
Oh, real person.
Yeah.
I think as long as you keep it out of her sight, she doesn't really care. The problem that she has is she doesn't want people bringing it up in her streams, and she doesn't want people double tagging it with her official art tag in it at the same time.
100%. And that's completely respectable. Like, these things have their place, and there's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. Like, you're gonna feel how you do about different arts and all those things.
Hololive in general is fairly sex positive.
Yes, exactly. And it varies based on the talent, obviously. It's going to be based on personality. Marine has stated in the past, you can do whatever you want.
I
basically.
will read it.
Yeah, she's fine with it. She said she won't draw it herself, though she is capable. She is a very like talented artist. But she was just like, but go ahead, I'll read it. I don't care. And you've got everybody across the spectrum has their own desires when it comes to these things. There's been a bunch of people that have said, don't do it at all. There's been a bunch of, which is not going to stop anybody, frankly.
No, not in the slightest.
You should do your best to respect their wishes. And there's been people that are just like, do it, but don't let me see it. You know?
And
like, it's a spectrum of different folks. Just know who you're drawing, basically.
Yeah. And I brought it up because Kronii kind of gives a little bit of mixed signals on this, because I've heard people say that she doesn't really appreciate seeing that kind of stuff about her model either, but it's really hard when that's kind of what her model is.
Mm-hmm.
She's drawn. She's not bad. She's just drawn that way. Shout out to all the old men like me that love Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
we can have a whole like hour upon hour conversation about like just like people's opinions on this and how some of these VTubers are stuck with like a reputation from day one because of their design and how they feel about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different layers to this. It's
like, you know, to be frank, like Mume gets to be as wholesome as she wants to be. Kronii will always have a part of her reputation she will never be able to shake.
Yeah, and it's purely because of the underboob.
It's 100% because of the model, because she's dressed like a clock goddess. Mume is dressed like a friend.
And there's that's gonna affect the interpretation, and that's gonna affect
like
the opinions.
And then, you know, like these chicks with the booba upon booba, then they reach out like, hey, can I get another model? And manager goes, sure, what are you thinking? It's like, clothes. And then like
a long dress, long dress, really long sleeves.
And it's like Calli gets a coat and a jacket, but you know, still like a hint of booba. It's like, fine, okay, fine. It's in my notes. The notes say always some. And Kronii gets like a mom sweater and the jeans of the mom on high.
That's why I kind of feel bad about Ina, because her default model is wearing next to nothing.
It's the like opposite of her personality. That's kind of why she's great.
Yeah.
You know?
Her outfit is the what I like to call the half-off deal at swimsuits.
Yeah.
It's the what I like to call wholesome VTuber I can show no one. Oh no. Well,
the roast is done.
I think we lost power.
No, that was my dishwasher.
Oh, okay, that spooked me. It felt like lights went off when that happened.
No, it's just getting darker up.
Sorry about that.
You're okay.
That's a very similar beep to what happens at my home when things go down. It's the reason I have 2 backup batteries, because we have very frequent power outages at the lake.
No, that's good.
Yeah, but yeah.
Wrapping it up, I'd say just respect the talents and what they wish. It's not Ina's fault that she's drawn that way.
No, and I'm pretty sure that's why basically all of her models have been like as baggy as possible.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that she has said that like her newest outfit is basically like what she likes to view as herself in real life.
Yes.
Is just wearing like big baggy clothing like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to me where they started versus where they end up going, because it seems like casual wear is always like the first thing that happens, you know?
Yeah, but the casual wear also reveals like stuff about them, because like if you think about like Ina gets a more conservative outfit, Calli gets a coat to cover up the booba, Kiara gets shorts that aren't zipped up the whole way.
I like horny redheads. I don't know why. Stop judging me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying she doesn't know how to zip.
I really like Marina and I
she
really
doesn't
like
wanna
Kiara. And those two are both aggressively gay, frankly.
True.
We'll come to that later.
Good.
I just, had to throw that in there. Now let's go completely to a let's skip the next topic and come back to it. That's uncomfortable. We'll come back to the next topic. We'll put a bookmark on that one. We were already talking about Ina anyway. We'll talk about Ina and Henya.
Oh wow, Ina and Henya.
Yeah, they're both great. They're adorable and fun and cute, and they did a stream together.
That's good.
Henya's the genius from VShojo.
Uh-huh.
She reads a quantum physics book.
Every night before she goes to bed.
Indeed. She understands it, too, from what I hear.
Yeah. I keep hearing how much she understands it.
Yeah, she's really smart. Ina is also a very, very smart girl.
Very
She's a
intelligent.
normal, not anything weird or wrong with her, just a normal girl.
If you saw her on the street, you'd think nothing.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's a girl.
Tentacles. Okay.
What does that mean? And they got together, and they're both very, very funny, very wholesome folks.
It's the same picture.
It's
These are the same
they're
people.
very similar. They act like they've been friends for a long time, but they've never streamed together. That's what they said. They started off and they just sort of got into the stream, and then 10 minutes later they were like, "Oh, you should probably introduce yourself, Henya."
Yeah. At this point, it's just one of the fucking running gags.
Yeah. So yes, it's the first time they've ever streamed together, as they pointed out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
It's the greatest collaboration of no poker faces in the history of mankind.
100%. It's almost weird that Kason called Henya the wrong name the other day.
Kason would never do that.
It's very strange. Best kept secret in VTubing. I'm sorry, it just always kills me. It's so funny to me.
VShojo doesn't believe in secrets.
Apparently not, and that's fine. So yes, they got together. They played the Wii, or not Wii. Geez, how old am I again? The Switch Sports game.
Yeah, yes.
Yep.
Super Nintendo Switch Sports.
They played some bases ball. I saw that happen.
Oh.
First, Ina was winning, and then Ina was not winning. It was pretty fun. They definitely threw a lot of jabs back and forth at each other. Ina was constantly like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were a genius. What's going on here? I thought you said you're a genius, you know?" And then Henya would be like, "Yes, I'm a genius. I'm letting you get ahead so that I can make it look better when I catch up and beat you." And just
5D chess.
constantly going back and forth. Really, really funny. I watched the first probably half hour of the stream, maybe to an hour of it, and then I got pulled away by other things.
Obligations.
But generally, it was just a very, very fun collaborative stream. They talked about the books that they have, as I alluded to. Henya has her quantum physics book. And
Books are for smart folk.
they talk about what happens when you read them. And she was like, Henya made a joke about reading Ina's book, and Ina was like, "Well, the last time I did it almost ended the world, but you're more than welcome to give it a shot."
Canon.
And she also said, "Oh, I'm not really sure if you should call it a book, but I guess you can read it."
Yeah. So there was a lot of playful banter back and forth about that too.
We prefer Portal.
Did you, Carlos? You watched this one, I'm assuming.
I watched most of it. Yeah.
What'd you think? Good stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty hilarious how they kept. It's like, "Oh, I'm so good at this," and then they start playing, and it's like, "Wait, hold on, I don't remember how to play."
Yeah, every time. I believe Ina scored a few own goals at different
I
points.
did see some of the own goals. They were fucking funny.
Dude, Council really loves own goals. Fauna ending her stream. "I have to end the stream. I'm so embarrassed." And she own gold in fucking soccer. Oh my god. Classics. So, just in general, really fun stream, worth a watch. Anything else you thought about it?
Oh, it was just a good stream.
Heck yeah. Okay, now we're going to talk about something I definitely didn't skip because it would have been probably inappropriate to jump to.
Oh.
How is this pronounced, Carlos? You
I
go
have
ahead.
no idea.
Okay. We're going to try it.
It's her community.
Pemalode. Pemalode? I'm sorry, I don't speak Indonesian. And I assume that's what it is. Because we're talking about our favorite blacksmith, whose name I'm not forgetting right now. Kaela. Bingo! Wow. Sorry, I had a serious moment there. It's weird because I love Kaela.
So whenever I saw this, I'm like, I have no idea what this is because I don't watch her enough. So I Googled it just to see what it was, to see that was the term for her community, or at least a term for her community anyway. And funny enough, one of the first results that came up was the most reliable source you could possibly look up of
Urban Dictionary.
the Urban Dictionary.
Yes, I called it. I did not know this.
So
Give me a point, Alex.
on the board.
What a man.
There's some good entries in there for Kyla.
I'm
Oh,
not even gonna bother.
that could be a fun special episode.
Well, Urban Dictionary time would be a very special episode for us. I feel like.
Browsing the webs.
But for this day, 2023, that I'm not gonna try and pronounce again, we got something else that's hard to pronounce. We're gonna say Ckia.
Skia.
It's Ckia, so you figure it out. Ckia, Ckia,
Kkia.
Ckia.
If only I'd seen the stream, I'd be able to pronounce this.
I believe it's Ckia. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
So this is like a new character, right?
This is Kaila's little sister?
Oh.
Question mark? It's slowly Kaila.
Oh.
Yeah. 100%. It's just her, shrunk, younger, extremely adorable.
Mm.
Kind of a Kusogaki, just a little bit, you know. And it was her having a full stream, eating candy, hanging out, and a must protect. Specifically from Louis. Because Louis showed up at one point and was just like, come to my house, I have a lot of food.
Why are they like this?
And I was like, no, don't trust that burb. That's a bad burb.
It keeps happening.
Oh my god. So yes, just in general, it was a very cute stream.
Mm.
She just hung out with her audience, and you know,
It was very energetic. It was kind of jarring, honestly.
yeah, it was a fun stream. I watched a little bit. I saw some highlights here and there. It's a really cute model. It's a very cute design. Again, it's just her as like a 6-year-old, maybe 8 years old, something like that. But adorable, frankly. It is what it is. Have you guys got anything else about her?
No, I saw a little bit of it, but you pretty much covered all the bases.
Yeah.
Just a little, I got another little tangent regarding stuff like this,
I'm
though.
very interested.
Oh, please take the lead.
So I was reading up, yes, I think it was yesterday, and I guess a lot of the Indonesian VTubers, they all kind of live really close to each
Yeah,
other.
because they had visited each other's house before.
Yeah, and I saw people were talking about it. Apparently, they just come and go from each other's houses, like, all the time. Like, apparently, like, Ollie in particular, I guess her house is just kind of open.
Yeah.
And people kind of just come and go all the time.
I can attest to one thing about this, and that is when Risu's PC died, the day that she was to make an Anime Boston appearance, she went to Ollie's house.
Yes, we got
because it was nearby and used her streaming setup.
we had bonus Ollie.
Yeah, we had bonus Ollie background singing.
But yeah, I've heard a few, like, handful of stories. I guess Kobo is one of, like, the most guilty ones, where she literally just turns up, like, unannounced to people's houses all the time.
Like a sitcom character.
Throws the door open.
Yeah, throws the door open. She goes, "Hey guys!" Claps from the audience. Woo! Cheers. One guy tries to complain about a limo company. It's great.
The mail never stops, Jerry. I can see Kobo doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that doesn't necessarily surprise me because I think there's like one main city in Indonesia. I'm sure
I
there's
don't know.
a bunch of mid-sized cities. Don't get me wrong, but Jakarta is the capital, right? Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just kind of jarring for us as Americans, because considering in America you have to drive 5 hours to leave your state for half the states. So
And when it comes to popping into fellers' homes, we have something known as the castle doctrine.
You know, like we're like,
Why they don't turn up at American houses?
text me 3 days in advance, and then the same day you arrive, and give me a moment to disarm the traps, and you may enter my home.
Okay, so 4 of the 5 largest cities in Indonesia are on the same island. Jakarta, Surabaya, Bandung, and Bekasi. They're on Java. The other largest city, Medan, is on Sumatra. So, There's a cat now in the shot.
Everyone meets Sonic.
This is Sonic. He's a good boy.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you just got a wonderful view of his butthole if you're watching on video.
We might save that for the Patreon.
Okay, we're rolling with it.
Yeah, we're rolling with it.
So yes, Indonesia is a fairly populous, fairly large country. Don't get me wrong, but they're very centrally located with their populations. So.
Yeah. Okay, he's settling in.
Yeah, I guess we have a cat on the podcast now.
I mean, that's fine. We used to have a rat over there. Now we have a cat.
Yeah, fourth chair Sonic in for the thing. There
Okay,
he goes.
bye, bud.
Bye, Sonic. Thanks for hanging out, bud.
That was weird.
He made his appearance.
He's never done that before. That was cute.
Yeah, it was nice. I like how none of us knew what the fuck to do.
Yeah, because we're all like, oh, hey, you don't do this normally, dude. You're usually kind of aloof.
Yeah. I'm glad he's getting more comfortable with everyone.
Yeah. I may be fine if we just get like a cat bed and he can just hang out. We can have like a Sonic cam.
True. We'll work on that.
But that's up to him.
I'll have to order another cat bed.
Yeah.
I have to get a nice blue cat bed for him.
Oh,
Compliment the pink, or you have something goofy going on?
his name is Sonic.
It
It took me a second too. Not gonna lie. So, we also have more information and news about Fauna. Talked about two of the other counselors.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should like start a camp?
What kind of camp?
Camp counselors.
I'm surprised I haven't thought of that. You're a
Right?
genius.
It'd be great for summer. Fauna is still building a world tree.
Mm-hmm.
It is big. It is bad. It's good. It's not bad. I
not
wouldn't say
evil.
there's a bad tree. Fauna, don't hurt me.
I mean, half the time it looks like some sort of evil being hanging over their entire region.
I
But
believe Eldritch Beast would sort of give you the right idea. Yes. So she's still working on it. How's that going, Carlos? Let us know.
so I haven't seen too many new updates on the actual tree because she's been doing this at least once a day for I don't know how many weeks now, working on this thing.
Minecraft Mondays, and sometimes they're Minecraft Thursdays.
Thursday.
But I'm sure you've probably heard at some point that Fauna is known for building like random farms all over the place because she doesn't like to collect materials. She builds farms. Every time she needs something, she builds a farm for it. She won't collect it.
Interesting. That's I think Pakora was the first one that introduced farming and as a thing, basically. And it's I'm glad that someone's carrying on the tradition of building farms.
Yeah. Well, she decided she wanted honeycombs for her tree. So rather than going to another member's house and communicating or trying to find it anywhere, reaching out to other people, she decided to build a farm for it.
Of course.
She spent 5 hours building a farm in the middle of EN server's nether. Because
sense,
it would lag the entire server if she built it anywhere else.
She just needs to fucking say she didn't get perms for Factorio.
She can never play Factorio.
She would destroy Factorio.
It would be her only game. That would be it. Today we're streaming Factorio. Tomorrow is Factorio. Wednesday, Factorio.
This is the opposite of restoring nature.
Yeah, exactly. She would be tearing it apart.
The only good bug's a dead bug.
Thank you. So she's still working hard. She's got honeycombs now, but I'm
Yep.
guessing she didn't make any advancement whatsoever on building her tree.
That day, definitely not.
Gotcha. So this is just prepping for the future.
She also was explaining to the chat, I'm spending hours building this. I don't even need that many honeycomb. I just wanted a little bit.
But now she'll never want for honeycomb again. She has created abundance.
She should consider perhaps creating some cereal.
Now she's moving the entire Minecraft world towards utopia. A world without need.
Shining,
Or want.
shining, gleaming cars, flying through the sky, utopian buildings, the world with a honeycomb farm.
She will build a better tomorrow.
The world will be better.
Fauna leads us.
The future is sweet.
All right. Now let's talk about something strange and wonderful. Hologra. And we begin this discussion with a simple question. Which of the printers listed below is the most hated?
Is it A, Nanache Mume?
Yes.
Yes. I love bringing that back up.
So, Mume's Hologra debut happened this week.
I have seen it.
It is, of course, strange and wonderful and weird and great.
Mm-hmm.
And it involves Mume being a printer. Mume in the past has stated many times, in fact, in her debut, I believe, that she hates printers.
Same, Yume.
Same. Big same.
Holy
Yep, same.
God.
She must have worked IT. So, at one point, there was a series of questions put out by Hololive Production to celebrate 5 years or something. And one of the questions was unfortunately mistranslated from Japanese. And the original question was, which of the people listed hates printers? But the way that it came across in English, unfortunately, due to mistranslation, was, which of the printers listed below is the most hated? And then it listed 4 Hololive girls.
Yeah. This was a classic flumber.
But now, due to Hologra, Mume herself has become a printer.
She is a printer now.
She has become what she hates the most.
The Hologra begins with her clubbing printers and trying to kill them all.
As a guardian of civilization.
And then she becomes the thing she swore to end, a printer.
Of course.
She begins to deforest the world and print everything.
The factory must grow.
And then she ends the entire world's civilization.
Oh,
Because
well.
she destroys all of Fauna's trees.
We'll start the next civilization.
And that's how it ends.
So it was a good one.
There was a lot of callbacks. It felt very Fist of the North Star.
It was weird that A-Chan swooped in and did full English.
Yeah.
Like
And she was like adorable the entire time.
Oh, Achan?
Mume. I mean,
More Mume.
Moomers.
Achan was too.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking thought.
But
Thank
Moomers
you.
was, and until she started, murdering printers.
With a big metal club covered in nails.
Because she get more perfect.
The only thing that would have made it better was if when she was smashing the printer, it played gangster rap. That would have been perfect. But you can't have everything, Office Space. It's an Office Space reference.
Oh, I caught on.
Oh, okay.
Using the power of intuition.
Impressive. Is that your stand?
Careful. You might invite Carl onto the podcast.
Not Carl.
He loves JoJo.
Next week, Carl will be on to talk about JoJo. Probably not.
Probably not.
Because we already pre-recorded next week's episode. So,
Yeah. So
that's the Hologra.
good episode. We're still not all the way back in like Turbo Weirdo Town, and I don't think we will be while we're doing the English debuts.
I mean, you never know. Next episode.
Next episode.
His next episode is Bay.
Next episode, we get the debut of Peepees.
I wonder if that's good.
There is no way they can reference that.
But they have to.
No, well, first of all, I'm pretty sure the hologras are recorded like several months in advance.
And that's why. Yeah, it's probably done while they're in Japan. But good God.
So logistically speaking, it's impossible. But I will say, and I only actually came to that conclusion because was it Fauna, I believe, was talking about her debut in Hologra, and she mentioned that she wished that she had recorded the lines a different way, and she would go. If she had known how it was going to be with like all of the entire production and everything, she would have asked to re-record them, but it was too late. So it seems like they record pretty far in advance.
That's most likely the case.
But yeah, no, I don't think we can sit here and speculate on Bay. I think it will be chaotic. I don't think there's going to be PPs.
There will not be PPs. If it were made tomorrow, it would have at least the cutest of mentions.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of things are off limits when it comes to Hologra.
No, definitely not.
True. They would definitely throw a
They
hot
would find
reference out.
a cute way to do it that doesn't show genitalia.
Yeah. She'd be like looking like under someone's clothes or something.
There's still a chance she might say wee wee pee pee.
There is a chance
Because
of that.
that's an old running gag.
Yeah, that's from the Power Wash Simulator days, right?
Why isn't she debuting with Iris at the same time?
You don't know that. Except for Iris already debuted.
This
And
is
she was like placed furthest away from Iris. It's almost like they're divorced again.
Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn
It ain't
the
so.
lights off.
It ain't so. I'm sorry.
Ba, 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 ba.
So we can look forward to Bay next week. I'm sure it'll be insanity. And we'll talk about it in 2 weeks.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody.
Yeah, sorry. Life happens as it does.
Yeah. Nick.
I got a quick, go ahead, what?
Yeah, Nick has unfortunate news to share, everyone.
Yeah, I have a quick Kiara update.
Yeah.
She got back from her trip and she was sick. So she spent a couple days recuperating. She's good now, though.
Yeah.
So
So that's her news. It's good news.
that's the good news.
Yeah.
Is that she managed to cook for herself while she was sick, which was impressive. As you always, you can follow Kiara's cooking on Twitter. And generally, just glad you're feeling better, Kiara.
Yeah, woo.
She's since she is feeling better, she played some Zelda. She played some Minecraft. She played some Diablo. She's a big Diablo fan.
A lot of people are.
Yeah. She was raised on Diablo because her mom introduced her to it. So her and her mom are both big Diablo fans.
Yeah, I know I think we mentioned it before that it was in one of her girl talks that she said that her mom was a PC gamer and got her a PC when she was a kid.
100%. So it's one of those things where that's really her wheelhouse. She was very excited. She played the beta, but she didn't play it on stream, I think. I'm pretty sure she said she was like, I'm just going to play it because I need this. And then when the game comes out, we'll play on stream.
Yeah.
But she definitely waited until... But she was feeling better, unfortunately, to play on stream at least. So. But I know she's going to be way into it, and that's who she is. So
It's an addictive game.
yeah, I haven't touched it. It's not really my bag, but I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. It's not really my bag either. And like Blizzard's a studio that's on thin ice as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to crack on a series I'm not really all that interested in, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I'm glad that it's not a repeat of Diablo 3.
Yeah, the fans seem very very, very happy with it. And that's what's important. So
There's been a lot of streamers playing it too. Like I saw Fubuki was playing it quite a bit actually. And I know one of my buddies sent me a screenshot. He was watching her once, and he's like, "This is so. This feels weird." He showed a screenshot. It was like a dead, rotting horse on the ground, and then you just see like a little chibi picture of Fubuki in the corner.
she's having fun. She's living her best life in hell. Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of the Hololive girls are playing. Right.
Yeah. It's the next major game that intersects with their interests.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's multiplayer. I've seen some collab streams already. Like it's going well for them, I think.
You're honestly probably going to see another burst with FF16 when it comes out. Square plays pretty nicely and gives perms pretty quick.
Yeah, and the Japanese audience is going to be hungry for that. Especially the Western audience, of course, too. But the Japanese audience is hungry for that.
Starved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a new Dragon Quest, but it's a big deal.
Are you trying to tell me that Strangers of Paradise didn't do that great?
Stranger of Paradise, it did fine, but at the same time,
answer.
that was
No, that's the answer. It did fine.
so Dragon Quest is the game they take days off for.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Anarivo, which is a Canadian anime convention, has announced that they're getting some Hololive guests.
Oh my god.
That'd be really cool. So
here's an idea.
here's an idea.
We both enter. And, no,
If either one of us gets it, we're going to Vancouver.
I think Vancouver is my line.
So it's only the other side of the country, at the other side of our neighbor's country. So yes, it's in Vancouver. They're getting Ina, Fauna, Muna, and Risu. They're all going to be there. I would like to see Risu personally, and Ina. Those would be cool. Muna would be great. You know what? All of them. I would enter for all of them.
Now that we know we can.
Yeah, if you're in Vancouver and you want a chance to have a nice little 3 to 5 minute conversation with any of these four, go ahead and enter.
I don't know if they're doing that for this convention or not. I didn't look that far into it.
Oh.
I just know that they are going to be guests there.
Well, then I might.
They're probably
wrong.
doing Hollow Meat.
Probably, but we can't be sure.
We can't be sure.
Hollow
yeah.
Meat's pretty baked in usually.
They're part of that like program. It's part of that program that they're doing where they're like touring all over the world right now. I forget the name of that, but they do have a name for this program.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about too.
More coming.
Oh, and they've got more announcements.
These are the only guests announced
attendees.
for the con. It's all
Nice.
VTubers. It's
Well,
most
that
likely.
makes sense actually. You gotta
The
plan
biggest-
those out in advance.
The biggest issue is you're not going to find it on the con website because cons typically don't have their website prepared to mention it. Like Anime Boston, we had to really figure out how any of that worked.
Yeah, that was a little bit iffy at times.
A little scuffed.
But we got there in the end. It is what it is. All right, let's talk about the lads a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
Vesper, as previously talked about, got himself a spear gun. He got the Vestroyer.
Mm-hmm.
It is a mahogany spear gun. Carlos,
Mm-hmm.
you've seen it.
I have.
I've seen the tweet as
I've
well,
seen it.
actually. We've all seen the tweet.
Yeah, we all seen it.
What do we think?
It looks incredibly dangerous to have it laying on the floor at your house.
It very much does. The barbs are huge on that spear.
It looks like, I mean, it's basically just a crossbow, but for fishing. Except it shoots a spear, like something that's supposed to go through an animal and not let go.
That's the whole point. It goes through it. The barbs, they're hinged so that they close as it goes through, and then they pop back open on the other side, and then you can yoink it to fish back towards you. It is a very effective fishing method used by many people, and this particular one, in order to take the picture, he had to lay down 3 towels behind it so as to not give a backdrop, basically.
To reveal nothing.
Yeah. So that is how big the spear gun is. It is approximately 3 towels wide. That's a big spear gun. That's really cool. It's made of wood and it looks neat.
Fear him.
I certainly do. You do not need to tell me twice.
He now has the spear gun to go along with his spear.
There you go. This man is unstoppable. He's very spirited.
Continue.
Magni got a 1.5 model.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, he has a nose.
ladies and gentlemen, Magni 1.5.
So yeah, it's mostly like they moved his eyes around. It's a chin glow up, nose.
So he's Chadlier over.
Yeah, and some extra features.
Very nice.
Yeah, more accessories. They made the movement is a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
Just it's very obvious that his model just has a lot more layers to it now that he can move around and play with.
Very nice. Yeah, I popped into the stream for a couple minutes during his 30-minute story. And I was like, okay. And then I left. There was little spider Magnis running around. I don't know enough about Magni lore, apparently, to really know what the fuck was happening.
I have no idea what his character lore is, but this was a 30-minute just story time lore video.
It seemed fairly unhinged to me.
Magni is
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
unhinged.
Yeah, fair.
I can't believe he had an entire comic drawn just for this.
It was like an animatic.
Yeah.
He's an overachiever. He is a
Yeah.
man with a lot of thoughts in his head.
Mad respect to him for that, honestly.
I respect it.
Yeah, I don't know if he drew these himself,
He can draw. I don't know if he drew it himself either.
but he narrated the whole thing live for the stream, the whole story.
And, yeah.
Yeah. And so that was the first half of the stream, basically. Then he showed off the model itself. We got, like we said, a look at all the upgrades, updates, all the other stuff. And generally, he's just looking good, man. Man makes purple work for him. So, yes, Magni looks better, and we're all happy for him.
Yeah.
Anything else to throw in, guys?
No.
No, it's just a good-looking Magni. God damn it, Magni's looking good.
The
I-
mag is good.
I
Who
just
else
wish
is-
I knew more about his lore.
Well, I got a 30-minute video that you can watch. Vesper is getting a 2.0 update. He has confirmed this during one of his World of Warcraft streams.
8 to 10 hours.
Sounds right. That's just a casual day in World of Warcraft, from my understanding.
My man likes WoW.
Yeah. He delayed his announcement to avoid pulling attention away from Magni, which is
good move. Good move.
baller. Like bros supporting bros. You love to see that.
Yeah, I think he announced he didn't even announce it. It was mentioned in the towards the end of one of his 8-hour streams, and this was I think it was maybe like a day or two before Magni's 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost at the exact same time as his debut, and it wasn't any official announcement. He just said, "Okay, I guess I can talk about it briefly now. It's not going to do any harm right now."
Yeah. Well, that's cool though. It says it's going to be similar to Iris's update, but not necessarily quite that extreme.
Yeah, because Iris is like similar idea, the exact same seed, but it's a new lady.
Yeah, she's very different. So.
Yeah, and I like Vesper's model. I like his design right now.
It does seem very stiff though. I'll say.
Yeah,
The biggest issue of his is probably the animation of his model and some of the style.
Mm-hmm.
Vesper's one of the guys that when he was debuted, I'm like, oh, this is like a whole different kind of artist. This guy has like, it's a whole different vibe.
Mm-hmm. And some folks can really work with that. Like Ollie's an incredibly distinct character.
Yeah.
Like her design is very different and easy to pick out, but at the same time, like I don't know, there's a difference between standing out and standing out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know.
and I like Vesper's design a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just his model, like you said, it's really stiff. It doesn't look good when he's moving around.
It really just needs like a few more layers of refining. Is what it feels like.
Honestly, he could have gone with just like a 1.52.
Yeah.
But I know people have said that he was one of the worst received ones.
Yes.
Whenever he debuted, just because of his looks. So they're probably trying to do the same thing as Iris and kind of like redo, maybe start over a little bit.
Yeah, it makes sense if that's the case, frankly. That like if he is having those like those issues of perception, I guess, then it makes a lot of sense to just do a full rework at that point.
Yeah,
let's try again kind of situation.
The thought is like he's getting popular despite his model.
Mm.
So if that's all that's holding him back, let's spin back around, give this guy a hand.
Yeah, go from a hindrance to an asset, 100%.
Exactamundo, por favor.
All right, now we're off to the JP ladies for a little bit.
We're here.
Pakora, Usada Pakora. You may have heard of her. She's a war criminal.
Mm-hmm.
She's been doing some really neat stuff. She's done a Steins Gate watch along. I love the idea of Steins Gate, personally. I've tried to watch the anime about 7 times, and I've never made it past episode 6. But I respect it. It's a very pretty show.
Mm-hmm.
How many episodes did she watch, do you think?
She's done a couple of streams of it, and I know she made it 6, somewhere between 6 and 10 from what I saw. I don't know if she's done it since I looked.
Okay.
But she made through several episodes anyway.
Well, to that I do have to say El Sai Konguru. That's all I got. Again, I like Steins Gate. I wish I loved it, is the thing. I have a lot of trouble trying to watch that show for some reason.
If you can get past the intro to it, it's by far the best time travel anime out there, and it will be a very long time before anything beats it.
There you go.
How long is it?
24?
20 something episodes.
24, I think. 24, 26. And is there a movie too?
Well, yeah, there is a movie.
Yeah.
And there's a sequel series too. But
technically it takes place in the same universe as like 4 other shows.
Hamtaro?
Because they're all named like that. There's Steins Gate and like Chaos Head and
yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
All I'll say is the original Steins Gate series, the 20 some episodes, whatever it is,
26.
it's like a perfect time travel show. If you can get past like the slow start.
You have to really, really like the characters.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. And also, I don't know, I think it was something with like the jokes not landing for me was just the reason I couldn't really get into it. Again, it's a great show from what everybody tells me, and like I'm not exaggerating when I say I tried to watch it. I tried to start that show 5 different times, and I would always get to different points in it, and every time I'd fall out. It's just I ping off that show. I don't know why.
It's one of those shows that has a very, very sharp turning point.
I mean, to be fair, I crave those.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The sequel movie, well, quote, sequel movie, it's about time travel.
Yeah.
Is it a sequel? Is it a
sequel movie, and then the sequel series where they were good, but they didn't have quite the same spirit as the original. It was still good, and it fleshed out like the world a little bit more and what happened in the main story. It's just the inherent problem of when you try and flesh out a time travel story, it usually doesn't go well.
BioShock Infinite.
Just leave it alone. It is what it is.
Yeah. So it's good. It's just you can stop at after the original series.
Yeah.
So again, just because I bounced off of it. It's a like I said, a beautiful show. I wish I loved it more. I wish I could get through it, frankly, but it's just I ping off it every time.
Thanks for the recommendation, Pakora.
Yeah. Good job, Pakora. You're the best war criminal. Only Up, which is a really strange 3D platformer.
Mm-hmm. I saw Calli's played it, and I don't know who else has as of now.
But now Pakora has, apparently. Mm-hmm. And then, was there anything else about that, or is it just a really cool game?
It's just like a really cool game. I saw she played it. I haven't had the time, but it looks like something that's hilarious to watch people play.
Like Jump King, kind of?
It's basically like, I mean, I don't think it looks as hard as Jump King for sure, but it's a 3D. I don't know. It's weird. You climb up like a bunch of random 3D objects into the sky.
All these like YouTube clips I get when I search up are hilarious. Pakora finally cleared Only Up after 24 hours of pain. Pakora throws a tantrum after losing 6 hours of progress to a bug. Pakora lost 18 hours of progress in 3 days.
Okay,
Sounds like a rage game.
Okay, maybe it's harder than I thought. It didn't look that hard.
100%.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
it's out there. You can watch it. Check it out.
Spoilers for the end of Only Up.
And then also, she got a bunny hoodie because she's a rabbit. And it makes sense. You got to have somewhere to put her ears, right? So I imagine those are just kind of like socks over her ears. It's really cute. It's like a off-white, cream-colored. It's got a zipper in the front. It's adorable, frankly. It's got big ribbons on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice hoodie, frankly. I like it. So if you want to check out Asada Pakora and her new bunny hoodie, you can now. Haachama has hit her 5-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good job, Shinji. She's unfortunately still on break, of course.
Yeah.
But she has hit that milestone. It's impressive and to be celebrated. From what I understand, she is very hard at work on real life things. I don't have any inside information that I can tell you, but it's basically like she's working very hard. She'll be back to VTubing when she has the time.
No, the general consensus is she's probably graduating college.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that goes into that.
And it would match up if... I mean, I guess I don't really know what the timeline is for semesters in Japan, but
True.
if it would be like in the United States, this would be like the end of a semester roughly right now. So it would line up if she would be graduating right now.
And that's frankly one of the things I really respect about Haachama is the fact that she's still doing schooling. And that's like that is the smartest thing because she's preparing for her future no matter what way it turns for her, what she needs to do. She's got a field that she can move into if she has a degree. So huge respect.
I don't
for
think
that.
her degree is in the culinary arts.
How dare you? Bitch made pasta. It's a really great video.
I've been assured.
Fair enough. Turning now. My fucking brain shut off. Jesus. Turning now, we're going to talk about how Sana, our wonderfully graduated member of council, her legacy is still living on in the Hololive world, in the VTubing world at large, and how people still talk about how great she is, was, and will be.
People are kind of bringing it up again right now since, it's her birthday.
Yeah.
So a few different folks have made mention of her, basically. The big one's Altair.
Mm-hmm.
He did an unarchived space-themed karaoke for her birthday. And he ended the stream by singing Astro Girl, which was Sana's original song. which she did with Snail House.
Yep.
Which was always her goal from the beginning. It was wonderful that she did get to achieve that before she did graduate. One of the coolest things to see Sana do, basically, was Astro Girl. It's a really good song, too. If you haven't listened to it, you really should. And then I'll say that Hololive themselves made a reference tweet about how if you look out in the sky at in the early morning, you can see Saturn below the moon. And I was like, oh, my heart. I miss Sana. Sana's great.
I like how many replied tweets and stuff there was like, why don't you just say it's Sana? Why do you they're trying to be romantic, dude.
Yeah. Let them have some poetry in their
lives. You know what it is. The fact your brain corrected it means they did.
Yeah.
And it's also not alienating people who just joined in and don't know who Sana is.
Yeah. And if you are just joining in and don't know who Sana is, you should look into her. She's really great.
Yeah, you can now go to the Hololive wiki and learn more.
Exactly.
And go from there.
One of the other things that Altair mentioned, as well as Magni, is that Sana was a big reason why they made it as Holostars.
Yes.
Yeah. They had talked about that a lot of the Holostars, them two in particular, mentioned that they were extremely nervous about joining, and this was before they debuted. They were starting to doubt themselves that it wasn't going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that several of the EN girls had talked to them beforehand about to try and give them some help, but Sana was one of the big ones that really helped them out a lot.
Well, Sana is big.
Yeah, like it was a multi-hour conversation.
Yeah, and that's Sana all over.
Mm-hmm.
Super supportive, very friendly, very welcoming, and just trying to help out everywhere she could. By all accounts, Sana is big.
All accounts.
All accounts.
All accounts.
She had a couple Saturns.
Yep.
Yeah, and
her heart is the biggest.
Oh, large heart, massive heart.
And in case you're worried, I have heard people say, if you decide to break the unwritten rules and decide to go try and find her, that people say that she's still doing good elsewhere.
Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah, Kronii still talks to her apparently occasionally. Kronii said that she's still doing well and she's living a good life.
Mm-hmm.
She's on a farm somewhere upstate.
She's fine.
Again, there are on the written and unwritten rules, but there's a trail of breadcrumbs. So if you're
I like that breadcrumbs.
Yeah, that was her community.
Yeah, very interesting. Very good.
So if you search, you can find.
Mm-hmm. And do you mind if I swing back around to one?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we had a headline we skipped over. I gotta get this back there. I don't know why I'm scrolling up to it. I know what it is. Hey, y'all bitches ever hear of Calli? Well, she had a big announcement stream. She was very excited to discuss something new that's coming up. During the announcement, she's like, we got some time. Let me hop on my website. Oh, well, that's my new EP that's coming out soon.
She was upsetty spaghetti.
She was so upset. Apparently, during the stream, when that happened, she messaged her management saying, why is it up? What's happening? And management replied, play into it. They love it. They love seeing you flustered.
So accurate, dude. It's so accurate.
She had a theory that they did this on purpose.
It wouldn't shock me, frankly.
So yeah, Calli has announced another EP. I'm terrible with the word. I know it's like. Okay, let's all laugh. Ready? Jigoku?
Jigoku.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Jigoku-roku, actually, because it's
yes,
Jigoku 6.
Yeah, yes.
Jigoku-roku.
Yeah, hey, it's a new EP from the rapper Reaper. It will be coming out as I skim my eyes across the article 08/18/2023. Wow, that's soon.
Yeah.
So what you can expect from this is
right about 2 months for that.
more Calli music. I'm assuming it's going to be a whole new deluge of producers and styles. At least on one song, there will be rap. The teaser she showed had some harsher sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that's a sign that she is going heavier ? I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from a Calli album because it tends to just be all over the place.
It's gonna be whatever's in her brain right now, and I'm sure it's gonna be cool.
Lyric wise, she's pretty consistent. Sound wise, there's just so many different producers coming in. Like the Calli album experience to me, having listened to everything she's put out, I was like, that one's a banger. Oh dear. Love the lyrics, no issues with them at all. Love this rap stuff that she clearly pours her heart into. The between stuff is like, I get what's going on. You're still doing a decent job. Not replaying this one, but good album. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope whoever runs the website either fesses up or does better.
Sometimes we do a bit of trolling.
Yeah. And it's, to be fair, like, Calli's fans like to see her flustered. Because
It's part of her charm. It's the Gatmo way.
Because when she's hanging out, she's trying to be cool. She's recently settled into like a really like cool, like kind of trying to be a little bit more wholesome. But when she freaks out, she makes a sound, and it's a nice sound. She goes, "Ah!" Like a. It's not a kettle like whistle. It's like if the kettle sides burst.
Her and her guzz. I love that she didn't make a song about guh. Because she's just like, that's how her brain goes. She's just like, well, I do this thing and it's fun and we all like it. I'm going to make a song that's just a direct reference. And by direct reference, I mean the entire song is guh.
It's why I'd be really self-aware if I ever became any type of tuber. Because all of a sudden I have fans going, I can't help but notice you keep making this one noise and I like it.
That's the thing, is like you literally just have to roll with it. She does such a good job of rolling with it, and playing with stuff, and that's one of the reasons she's so good at it, or she's so successful. I think is like she's just like, okay, I guess I'm a cowboy now.
Yeah.
Like, and then like give it a year and a half, and she's got a cowboy skin. You know, like
you have to roll with it a little bit because these people are gonna keep watching you.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same folks. The folks that are by your side are the folks you got. You know, like they got you, you got them. You're together. Time to go.
And then the next thing you know, you're doing a Western themed tabletop.
Oh God.
And it keeps rolling. She's just like, well, gosh darn it, I guess we're gonna put a tabletop on here. Like, just go for it. Fuck it, man. Somebody's just like, you do this thing. You just got to be like, yes, I do.
Well, she genuinely likes cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
They're up her alley.
100%.
So yeah, that's what I got.
All right, let's turn from the pink-haired anime girl to a pink-haired anime girl.
I hope she isn't punky.
She's not. How dare you? Yeah, she's a little punky. It's Rosemi.
Yeah, there's a picture of her hugging a Fender Strat.
Nijisanji En.
Wow, Nijisanji.
I know. We're branching out, guys.
We
learning.
watch things.
I try my best, I promise.
God bless you.
Oh, man. Hold on real quick. I learned recently, because I've actually been watching Nijisanji En this week, too. I know.
I'm getting vapors.
And I hate myself because I forgot the girl I've been watching all week. She's old. And she plays into it. She loves it. She's the group mom. And she just cracks me up.
I have children in a 401k.
And she made fun of Finana for being like, medium is premium. And she was just like, sweetie, you're not medium. And I was just like, oh my God, the fucking shade. Sorry, I've crossed the border as well. We're getting into Niji Town soon.
Pretty soon you don't even remember the Holo girls' names.
Who?
You traitor.
Well, Pomu and Finana are the two that I'm attempting to get into right now. Just occasionally one of the other ones. There's a couple of other ones that I've been trying to pay attention to.
Frankly, it's kind of hard to get into an entirely new. What's the word I'm looking for? Wow, I'm really having a problem tonight, aren't I?
You're on your own. You know what they say about swimmers who are flailing?
Company, I guess.
Organization. Group.
Sure. It's intimidating because you're suddenly like, oh my God, there's 400 people here. Like, where do I begin?
Well, doesn't Nijisanji have like significantly more members too?
They have legitimately like 150 members or something more, you know. So Yes. It's one of those things where it's hard to get into Niji because you look at Niji and it's just like, oh, holy shit. It's a wall of anime girls.
I'm sure I can just click on one. Oh, they're collabing.
It's
That's
Nina,
a lot
by
of
the
them.
way. Nina's the one I like.
Everyone subscribe to Nina.
She's really fun. And also there's a ton of other ones. But it's the collaborations, you know, that how you get introduced. That's how the virus spreads.
Yeah.
Risu and Ollie did a collab with Nina and another VTuber whose name I don't forget.
I think I saw a little bit of this.
Yeah, and it was very inappropriate. It was incredible. They talked about wieners.
Now that's just wrong. My wholesome idols discussing wieners. That's where I draw the line, young man. No Kraft mac and cheese tonight.
I know. They talked about peeing. Okay, so this comes from like Ollie's like peeing like a charge rifle thing.
God,
And then
what
they
a
were
crazy
just
woman.
like she disappeared and they're just like, can you hold your pee and then start again? And they just like go down this whole fucking thing and they're like, so if you have like a wiener and you squeeze it while you're peeing, do you like build up a shot like a it's a fucking great clip.
What's the classic meme? The uncircumcised can charge their shots.
There you go. 100%.
Wiener discussions.
Oh my god. So Mika was the other one that was in that collab. Anyways,
But we're discussing.
I just wanted to go
Yeah.
down.
We have Rosemi, who is good at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. Rosemi is very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's Pride Month, so she can shove that off.
Yeah.
She did an unarchived karaoke stream.
Yep.
Second time we're talking about one of those this week.
Wow, I'm starting to think Carlos likes to hear a woman sing.
What a nerd. I like it too. But there's a big list of songs. That's the important thing. Carlos wanted to focus on the songs that she sang because none of us actually got to lison to this one. So-
Okay.
Yeah, I had never watched not a lot of her, just a tiny little bit here and there. And I just saw her set list come up from what she sung in her in one of her more recent ones. And she sung things like Before I Forget, Psychosocial, War Pigs, Rob
Oh my
Zombie.
God. She sang Tears Don't Fall by Bullet for My Is this my fucking playlist from when I was 18? Rob Zombie, Five Finger Death Punch. My favorite is Prayer of the Refugee by Rise Against. There you go. Bat Country by Avenged Sevenfold. Cigaro by System. Okay, I'm on with this bitch right now. I know I'm subbing right now. Fuck it. Like this is happening live.
How Nick feels right now is how I felt when Fauna did her emo stream.
There you go. Like bam, subbed. I'm in. Rosemi Lovelock, you're in my heart and in my subscribed.
Get prepared for some wholesome Yu-Gi-Oh tips.
That's fine. I also appreciate fine-looking Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
She plays Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes.
Oh,
She
I thought you were insinuating she was a homosexual.
No, she's gay. Great at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I thought you were insinuating she was kind of like Kiara.
What are you saying about Yu-Gi-Oh players?
I like girls with red hair that like women.
Well, she may. I'm just saying all we have confirmed is her expertise at the TCG.
I respect that too.
She plays Master Duel.
Does she summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon?
He's nowhere near the meta, and you know that.
I don't fucking know that. I'll have you know, I've never touched a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
And that's why you subscribe to her. To learn more.
It's time to learn.
While listening to Slipknot.
All right, we're going to turn from a pink-haired woman that is made of anime on the internet to a pink-haired woman that is anime on the internet.
Is that the descriptor? Made of anime? Is that the element from which they're composed?
Composed of anime, consists of anime.
Labmen in suits going, oh no, don't touch the anime, unprotected. Oh no, my glove. Ah!
That's exactly what it is. They become Animanium. Not to be confused with Animaniacs.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2?
Oh, man. Okay, we're talking about Iron Mouse. Good lord.
We're at the goofy half.
Yeah.
The second half's always goofier.
Iron Mouse is doing her subathon. She's doing well. I calculated out the amount of money that she's going to make by the end of the month, and I am depressed. Because
You think you're depressed.
she 100% deserves it. The subathon's going really well. She's having a great time. Her precious family is growing. It's mad respectable. I don't know why I'm stuck on that term tonight.
Yo.
But she's doing really great, and it's wonderful to see. She deserves it. She is hilarious, wonderful, kind, and she is the best Satan I've ever seen. Do you guys have anything to say about Iron Mouse, the steel rat?
She's made of anime.
Well,
That much is true.
I just looked up her stream, and she is still currently going. Day 13. It looks like her stream might not make it another day. Maybe.
What is day 13? How long are her breaks?
So her subathon is supposed to go the entire month. That's like the max, I think.
So like, she breaks to idol meeting and not else.
I think she sleeps, but that's it. Right?
I don't know if she does it 24/7. I assume she does. She did before.
She makes her own rules. She can do what she wants right now.
That precious
But
content.
She is
What's her number at?
She is currently at, well, she's got 3 hours and 24 minutes left.
Okay. What's her number at the top there?
Oh, that's so tiny
Can
on
we
here.
zoom? Turn it sideways. It'll get bigger. That's what I always tell them. I don't know, dude.
Phone tips.
Oh man, that's still tiny. 84,336.
84,000. And then some other numbers. And I think her goal overall was like 180K or something.
It reminds me of a comment that Fauna had made. I think it was around the time of the Drunken New Year's. Mm-hmm. I think she even said it during the party, but I'm not sure. She said something along the lines of, "Keep streaming while you go to the bathroom, ladies. That's precious content."
There you go. Everybody puts in their blue super chats.
All I'm going to say...
That was a Coco thing. I don't know if you knew that.
I did know that, I think.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is, I hope in a world where the worst happens, we at least keep seeing Fauna in V Shoujo. Because this is what she's, like, held back.
She's the unsuspecting.
She really is.
She's the unsuspected gremlin. All right. So Iron Mouse is still doing well. I said earlier about the money that she's going to make from this, and most of the money she makes, she donates to charity anyways, or she dumps back into the VTuber community because she's a fucking bamf. I honestly respect the shit out of Iron Mouse. She deserves all the good things in her life, and she's awesome. I hope you enjoy your cinnamon roll bed.
I hope I
The real ones know. All right. Now we're going to talk about hentai.
Finally. Okay,
That's
so
right.
I've looked at...
Henya fans.
Nothing. I've seen nothing.
Okay, that's okay. What did you mean? What were you going to say?
I don't know. Just the word you said made me think of like fowls
Hentai.
sometimes wear like things, you know,
People
like
that
ties.
cheer for Henya.
I was thinking of like very formal chicken, you know.
I used to have that shirt. It was a hen and it was wearing a tie.
Oh, so we were thinking of the same thing.
No, I'm talking about the cheering squad for Henya.
Yeah.
Henya's fans.
No,
hentai.
but then that. Yeah, talk me more about Henya.
Okay.
This has been another
This has been a bit. All right, so Henya likes to raid other streams at the end of her streams, of course. I
Yep.
watched her raid Connor like 4 times, which was always great. And then I think Connor I raided her back at one point. Apparently, she's also got Garnt as well.
Yeah.
Garnt.
Garnt is also known as Gigic.
Ah.
He is the no, he's not the anime man. That's Joey. That's Joey Bazinga.
I've never heard him called Garnt.
Really? That's his real human name, was Garnt.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I will believe you.
Yeah. Also, it's Gig UK. Actually, that's Grant. Now we're all confused.
I'm impressionable yet confused.
Okay, good. Yeah, Gigic's real name is Garnt.
Okay, gotcha.
The Trash Taste podcast
Yes.
has done some things to them and their channels over the last couple years.
Yeah, everybody says his name wrong. Everybody calls him Grant. Like it's literally a meme in the community now. It happened on his wedding day.
No!
He had 3 wedding days. It's fine.
What?
He had like one in Japan, one in the United States, and then one in the UK or something. Or no, one in Thailand.
Yeah, because he wanted his parents wanted him to have an authentic Thai wedding.
They were all to the same woman. They just had 3 ceremonies.
Well, he missed out.
I know. And the woman he married isn't a VTuber.
Yeah.
No, she is.
Oh yeah, we discussed this at some point.
Yeah, she got fucking name called like her second stream or something. Connor just outed who she is, which was great because she was so mad. She's, Connor. We've entered the realm that like where Carlos and I have crossover, but like Cameron's on the outside a little bit, and that's the Trash Taste podcast. Anyway, Henya's chat spams hentai raid when a raid is happening. The kanji, so the HEN is in Roman letters, English letters, and so is the word raid, but they use a kanji for the Tai, which means squad or team, or Tai. So it says hentai raid.
Hen Squad, yeah.
Yeah. It's like when Pipkin Pippa, whenever she raids, it's a pee-pee raid. For Pipkin Pippa.
That makes so much sense.
Everyone just jumps in and they're like, pee-pee raid! And this is the hentai raid.
Just some interesting like English Japanese crossword play.
It's just fun. Japanglish. We're having a good time.
Having such a good time.
All right, we got something here about tech trends.
This is a thing I put in. This is a random article I got recommended, so I think it'd be interesting to discuss. So there's like I believe last episode we had actually talked about how Girl DM was having like 3D trouble. So that kind of seemed like an untapped market as we continue to trend towards VTubers being something people casually pick up or experiment with. We're going to only continue to see VTubers who emerge who are just not part of an agency and who are self-started. So I saw this program. I thought it'd be interesting to highlight like someone entering. So the reason why they're notable is they got a starter fund. They did a round of fundraising and Amazon's like, here's $3 million. Go nuts. So
It's a good
like
start.
Amazon would gladly, as the owner of Twitch, be a part of VTuber technology.
You know, I skimmed the article real quick and I didn't even put that together. The fact that Amazon is like, they own a streaming platform that has a lot of VTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's legitimately a big part of their bread and butter right now.
And I think,
Twitch.
frankly, Amazon's in a position where they're going to be heavily incentivized to reach out to form better relationships with new VTubers who are just starting, because older VTubers who have been doing it for a bit are getting a little jaded because Twitch keeps changing how revenue share changes.
Yeah.
So they're feeling the need to, some of them are considering YouTube. Some of them want to figure out how to get out. It makes sense for Amazon to be a part of the next wave that's coming in, but that's besides the point. So the name of the program, it's being made by a studio called Hyper. Not that means much because they haven't done anything yet. I believe this is like their first thing they're doing. I believe they're just going by the name Hyper for it for now.
Yeah, but it's developed as an iPhone app, right?
Yeah, it's going to be iPhone native, which makes sense. All of them are for some reason.
Yeah, I know the Hololive internal VTubing app is iPhone based. You can actually find out about that on the Hololive website. If you look at the audition page, they actually claim and they say straight up like, you will get an iPhone in order to use the app that we use in order for the VTubing to work. And also, like a lot of the girls have said in the past, that like it's a little bothersome because some of them are native Android users.
Yeah.
And so they have to like figure out how to use iPhone. And then the other ones are just like, yeah, no, I have 2 iPhones to worry about. Like,
Yeah.
so
alongside of that, we see another very trendy, this word isn't in the Bible move, where they're bringing in something they are going by hyper AI.
oh, good.
Basically, they want to have a little neurosama in the program where you can give it the costume you want. And they advertise it as being something you can use as a storyteller or a thing you can put up whenever you need to go have an idol meeting, something to entertain your audience or interact with. Unsurprisingly, it's being powered by ChatGPT, the great empowerer of the most great and awful ideas humanity has ever had, from Seinfeld AI to SpongeBob AI to the new scam calls so hyper sophisticated you may be frightened out of your mind. And of course, the doctors who are faking their way, reading information so true it's not.
Yeah. Also, lawyers are now using it.
Yeah, lawyers,
and
big fan of it.
Getting fake case reports and stuff.
The AI assists. It's true. AI is in its current stage. You're going to mostly be seen as an assistive tool. It's going to have some more implications as we go forward, and you can most confidently use it as an assistant and less so a primary source.
Double check everything.
It's interesting that they're pushing for this to be a core feature of it. Like,
It's the buzzword. It gets the money.
that's why I'm wondering, is the incentive that we really think that stuff like neuro is the future? Or are we putting this word in so these companies who are getting scared that they weren't a part of the AI floor 1 are hopping in before the elevator gets out of reach?
I think that it is 100%. Like, there'll be some AI-enabled features in the app. I'm certain of it. Don't get me wrong. I think they'll be shoehorned, and I think it's going to be like, it's literally just to get the money. It's just a buzzword for the cash grab of it.
That's what I would think too. It's it's a feature that they can throw in to get people to throw money at it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more the actual app itself for what it can do rather than what AI they can cram into it.
I think the other thing that would be interesting is if they were going to put AI into it, using it to like bump up the quality of animations and things like that, as opposed to like specifically replacing the personality behind the avatar for a certain amount of times. Like that would be where I would find more like I'd be more interested personally to see some like results. Would be just like increase the smoothness of the animation, have the hand tracking be a little better, something like that.
Yeah, which we're probably a couple decades away from because AI is currently struggling with hands.
Yeah.
But all the same, they're pushing it as like a way to like trying to become the easiest way to get into VTubing, which makes sense. It's a race to the simplest at the moment. So I'm curious to see if we will ever see anyone stream with this. The program has yet to manifest. We've just seen the early investing rounds. We're probably a year or two from anything.
At least, I'd say. Also, I do want to point out that I think it's kind of funny and weird that like a lot of artists are like, yeah, it took me forever to figure out hands. And now AI art
Going through
like
the same
programs are
exact
just like,
thing.
what the fuck are hands? Like,
It's like sausages that we interpret like Van Gogh.
they're bony sausages. What the fuck is this? Yeah. No, it's just really funny to me that the AI art is imitating the authentic human art to such a degree that like hands are hard. It's just so funny to me. All right, let's talk about Takane Louie's birthday.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
So she did a 3D live concert. I know, shocking, surprising. No one's done that for their birthday yet.
Wow, she was the first.
Ever. It was really good. I watched most of it, I'd say, during free time that I had here today. There were 2 Fox MCs. We had Amora Porca and whatever Fubuki's last name is, Fubuki.
Fubuki.
Yeah, that one.
Fubuki Batuki.
We're getting near the end of the podcast. So
I want to go home. He has my family.
Shiragami. Is her family.
I'm proud.
It's been a week already, and it's only Tuesday. Spoiler: we record on Tuesdays.
No, we don't.
She had a lot of different guests: Kronii, Botan, Watame, Ayame, a bunch of different music together. It was really good stuff. The one big thing was they had Holotori on stage together, all 5 burbs in one place for a fantastic song. She had a new song go up after the concert.
Baka Baka Baka.
It is Baka Baka Baka, or Fools, Fools, Fools.
Could you say it's a triple Baka?
No.
No.
That's a different thing.
Damn it, I keep messing this up.
So yeah, it's a neat song. It's a lot. It's in a similar vein to her other song, Overed. It's good. I like it. It's catchy. I like Overed more still, but either way, they're both really good. And the animation is like freaky good. I don't know. It's really cool. I love that style that she uses for her videos. They're so neat. And then also I wanted to call this one out specifically. One of the songs that she did was with SSS, or the Sexy Sensitive Senshi. Senshi meaning warriors. Translator's note. Auteur's nose. And this was Louis, Choco, and Marine. And they sang that moaning song that Sword did a cover of with all the V singers.
Oh,
That's why they're the Sexy Sensitive Senshi.
I see.
I thought that was a great moment. So they did like a little interview beforehand, and they explained why they're called that, and you'll never guess why. And then they did the songs.
I think we should cover it.
No. All right.
Wow.
I've crushed so many hopes and dreams just now. I'm sorry.
Oh, I've been thinking about it all week.
But also, while we're on the subject, let's talk about our industry focus of the week.
Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, 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 bum.
It's Yuzuki Choco.
Oh my gosh.
She's one of the sexy, sensitive senshi. Okay. She is also known as Choco Sensei to fans and fellow Hololive members alike.
Sensei.
Everyone calls her that because she is the school nurse / demon of Hololive.
Oh.
She's not a succubus. She's a demon. A lot of people get confused because of the way she dresses.
It's a misnomer.
Yeah, exactly.
She's deeply misunderstood.
And the fact that she's a member of the sexy seductive senshi. She's not a succubus. That's a different S.
The difference between her and a succubus is succubi do it all day.
There you go.
She has a job.
Whenever she does a lot of collabs, and every time she refers to everybody, she uses the honorific sama at the end, which is a higher respect grade basically than san.
That's why Nick has never called me that.
Exactly, and I
No
never
respect.
will.
I'm a dirty dog.
I call you Cameron Dono,
Fuck.
which is even higher.
Oh.
Very old school. Flair actually got upset with her at one point and was like, "Stop calling me that, please. I want to stop. I want to be friends." She's like, I don't like it when people call me that. It makes me uncomfortable. Please just like call me San if anything or whatever." And like, it was really funny. There's a clip out there. She's known for her ASMR, of course.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a succubus. She's known for her ASMR, her collabs, and her gaming. She plays a lot of Apex, Arc, and Dead by Daylight.
Ah.
She is a demon. She likes these things. She has a known series called Choco Sensei's Physical Exam.
What does she do?
She interviews different she does a collab and interviews different folks and issues them various tests of physical strength.
Oh, that kind of physical. Yeah.
As I'm sure, as well as mental. I don't know. I can't find any translations for these ones. I know that it exists. I don't know anything.
If you would like to translate them, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, I frankly I didn't have a lot of time to look those up, so I might have just missed them. She's a mature-voiced adult woman. She's generally like not really the mother of her generation, but she's the mature one, is what everybody looks at her as, for sure. She recently had a stream where she got 10,000 memberships on a single stream somehow.
What's happening?
I don't know.
That is some model money being funneled somehow.
She started off and she was like, I got like 94 memberships this stream. This is going great. She was like an hour or two into the stream. And then by the end of it, she was just like, I hit 10,000 memberships this stream. It's like, I know at least one person maxed out his credit card to do it.
Hey, boss, we just got done robbing the bank. Where we drop the money? Well, we gotta get rid of this somewhere they won't think. And I know just the place.
Time to pay back Choco for all the all the help she's given me.
See that lady? That's my Oshi. She helps me get to sleep at night.
Part of the fun of this was also the fact that she has a bean emote. It's just a bean. She drew it.
Why?
She drew a bean, and now it's an emote. And whenever people like in the past have come to her stream and been like, should I subscribe to your membership? She's like, yeah, I'm pretty cool. You should be my member, blah, 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 blah. And then someone in the chat's like, she has a bean emote. And then they're like, bean emote.
Bean emote.
And so that's like, you know, a little like micro meme there. And she got all like, there's a clip of her getting all upset and being like, I lost to a bean emote. Why? She's known for sleeping for extended periods of times. Her longest sleep is 2.5 days on record.
Interesting.
That's not normal.
No, she's some sort of demon. And just in general, yeah, she will disappear for a couple days at a time, and then she'll be like, yeah, I was asleep.
Ah.
Sure, why not? There's some classic clips of her out there. The one that I always comes to mind for me, and it's weird because I could not find this while looking for it this time around, is the love potion incident.
Oh no.
Where she had a clip art of a needle and she was like sticking it into her neck. And she was like, and like moaning and stuff. It's pretty funny. It's not weird. I promise. It's not weird. It's not weird.
This is normal. This is normal.
It's a classic clip. It always ends up in the compilations of just like the most outrageous Hololive moment.
You won't believe what they did this week.
It's an aphrodisiac. That's what they did this week.
That's dangerous.
It is. And also, she has a new cover out with Botan, Luna, and Subaru. This came out like literally 6 hours ago.
Oh,
so check it out. She's pretty cool. She's pretty
How do
great.
they know when we record it?
I told them like 10 minutes ago.
Now they really know.
Okay, fine.
Triangulate our location.
Judging by the reflection in his glasses. So, have you guys ever watched any Choco Sensei before?
Honestly, I haven't seen like a hair of her.
A little bit.
Yeah, she's one of those like elusive members. She's very JP oriented. There's not a lot of clippers for her in the US space. I like her. And again, we just don't get a lot of her. She doesn't cross over with the EN branch very much.
No, I've never seen her collab in the English.
Yeah, I think a lot of the early generation JP members just don't talk to the EN members a lot at all. She's done Holo Talk in the past and all that stuff, but that's kind of it.
Well, it's kind of difficult because when you go back further, none of the EN members existed. So they've kind of they came out, and then they had new ones come out after them that they JP members that they collabed with, made their own groups of friends, their own their own memes, whatever. And now we have like the EN members are extremely new. So they just
They're 3 years old now. Come
so
Yeah, like
well compared to a lot of the
I know.
JP members.
They came in after them, so it's like there's already
Yeah, like,
established stuff.
They've established their own groups, their own friends, their own people they like to collab with. And it's hard to bring in new people into that, especially when you don't speak their language.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of it too is just the fact that the early generations of Hololive were there before international focus was a thing at all. A lot of the newer members, Louis and Laplace and Chloe, I know they're not conversational in English, but they can speak somewhat in English. It's becoming more and more of a focus to have that cross-cultural pollination.
the environment has changed.
Yes.
At least they have some idea of what's going on when they see a random English comment pop up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's something that in the early days of Hololive, for sure, that was not a focus even a little bit. There was no consideration for English audience at all. And so, yeah, they're definitely just more focused in Japan, 100%. And so, yeah, and that, along with the language barrier, frankly. All right, your turn.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, a rare feature in indie focus.
Da-da, da-da-da.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So this week we're going to be discussing a whole new Vtuber unassociated with any organization. And you may have heard of her before. And that's because she's the inventor of my personality. You might not have noticed, but I'm wearing her shirt as we speak.
Impressive.
Indeed. Ladies and gents, Omocat has decided to debut as a VTuber.
Amazing.
So let me fill in a gap of knowledge that may exist for you. So Omocat she is a game designer, a fashion designer, an artist, a businesswoman. She got started out by working on like a small indie game that took a long time to get made. But while doing that, she was also making shirts. She was hanging out. She was drawing. Eventually, that game came out. It's called Omori. It's my personality. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Sonic likes it too, don't you, bud?
Sonic's a huge fan.
Oh, yeah. Who's your favorite character? It's probably Basil, you piece of shit.
I have that game on Steam and I've never played it yet.
Do you like Earthbound?
I've never played Earthbound.
Okay, so that's the quickest thing. If you even kind of like Earthbound, Omori is a slam dunk. Do you like quirky RPGs?
Yeah.
Easy. This is a fun, quirky RPG with great horror elements to it. The ending is psychologically... It troubles me. But oh my god, I've been thinking about this game every day since the day I beat it. Non-stop. This is a game where if someone expresses interest in it even slightly, I buy it for them. If they give it back, I buy them a second.
Well, that's too bad because I already own it.
Do you need a physical copy, dude?
I know I'm okay.
You're interested in it? What console do you have? Yeah, no.
I'll take it for Switch.
So, I do have the Switch copy. I can lend it. So, there are signs that she might be interested in it because she makes shirts for VTubers. She's already collaborated with some. She hung out with Kiara and Calli. Calli and Omocat knew each other. They had already hung out. When Calli started playing Omori, she already had keychains from Omori because Omocat sent it to her. So, like, she was already making connections in the VTuber space. But then she decided to debut as one. So here's the deal. She's already a very busy person. She got encouraged by her friends who work at the company with her. You seem to be interested in it. You seem to be enjoying it. Just do it. So she has decided to do it in her spare time whenever she's having a good time doing it. Her art is naturally gorgeous. She commissioned someone else to do the VTuber model. It's not her art style, but I think all the background stuff during her like intro is all her. And her stuff has like a very cute, sketchy, yet very detailed style. She leaves in like pencil marks and obvious shading. Everything looks like it was done by hand with colored pencil.
She's a green-haired cat.
She is. She's a mercantile cat. I think.
She's got a lot of rope incorporated into her outfit. I really like it.
Yeah, her whole theme is like she's like one of those lucky cats that needs like the coins to prosper.
She's got the big gold coin on her chest.
Yeah, so she's running her organization to produce funds with which to fuel herself or something like that.
Like
it was very cute. I'm interested to see how it goes because during her collab stream with them and during a live stream where she talked about the development of Omori, she had a really weird sense of humor that I loved. There's this one character in Omori. His name is Basil, and he's a popular character to hyper focus on because, one, he's a cute, soft boy. Two, he's very important to the story. And three, because of his scrungus-like tendencies, the fandom likes to joke about him dying a lot, and so does she. She shows Basil and goes, "Do you like him? Hope he dies." I watched a good deal of the stream. She was a lot more wholesome and nice. She played Tetris. She drew a picture of one of the Omori characters. Mm-hmm. But I'm scared because maybe when she starts to relax, she'll become monstrous. She'll depict my beloved characters dying. Like, at least when I watch like Kiara, she doesn't go, "Man, I hope everyone in front of me fades away."
It's a little dark.
It is. I don't think it's going to go down like that. But hey, she is now here. I'm already watching a lot of VTubers. Unfortunately, this woman owns my personality. If I want to keep it, I have to watch her.
Completely fair.
If she makes a shirt for herself, that's it. Game over. God damn it. Her shirts are so expensive, but they're so soft and nice looking.
They are, and they're like, I got the hoodie, and it's fantastic.
Dude, I have like 2 of her hoodies. I hated hoodies before they're hoodies. It led me to believe people, when they make hoodies, just hate hoodies. They despise making hoodies.
They just do a bad job, that's all.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yep. Go ahead, watch her. Give her a boost, see how it goes down.
Yeah.
She's probably not going to be like super scheduled like a lot of the VTubers are, where it's like, yeah, every day this week. It's probably like a every other week thing.
Yeah, she streamed once and it was 4 days ago.
Yep.
So it's going to happen when it happens, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You are watching a CEO stream. She is literally a CEO.
Exactly.
This is like if Yagoo went, "It's my time."
God, don't give me hope. All right. So that's our indie focus.
Woo!
Check out Omocat. And now it's time to move on to the birthdays.
Oh my God, love birth.
Birthdays. On June 14th, we got Natasha Yanners. Happy birthday. You're a pink cat. On June 17th, we got Kiryu Coco. Graduated. But happy birthday. It'd be amazing if there was some other way to enjoy content made by Kiryu Coco. It's a shame that you can't now. On June 18th, we've got Kazuma Iroha. She's from Holo X. Happy birthday! She's not a ninja. She's
I dare
a
say
samurai.
happy birthday.
And then on June 20th, we got some absolute Dorcas nerd named Gabber Goober.
Garguria.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Goober.
A never low effort clone. Ugh. Unimpressed.
Oh my God. All right, I think that's everybody that I know on the list. Next week on the 21st, though, Finana is going to be having a birthday. So happy birthday, Finana.
Wow.
I guess we
Happy
can go an extra week
Yeah.
because we sort of have to. I should have thought of that before making this list.
Oh, it's fine. Lists are for cowards.
100%. Oh, man. There's so many VTubers out there. It's amazing to me.
And there's going to be more.
Oh, every single day. I think that's most of them that we're gonna have. If we do miss anybody, we'll obviously swing back around and pick them up again. But that's most of them.
This is on them to reach out to us.
June
and tell
30th
us.
is Kizuna Ai. I've never heard of her.
Yeah. She seems like a loser.
birthday.
Happy birth.
And of course, if you're a VTuber and you have a birthday, let us know. We'll celebrate it.
Most of the things I love are born.
Put it on the list.
Mm.
And of course, if you enjoyed hanging out with us today, let us know. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know down below in the comments section what we can do better, what you enjoyed, what you hated. Give us a like if you thought we were cool. Subscribe if you thought we were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And we love to see you coming back to hang out with us again. If you're watching or if you're listening on a podcast service, feel free to drop us a good review. We'd love to hear it. 5 stars all the way, just like Uber drivers get.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't think I've got anything else big to really announce or talk about right now.
No, I mean we're gonna be off next week.
Yes, we have a special episode next week.
Ooh. The
My
cat.
cat, my cat's being a little shitbird right now. We've got a special episode next week, so stop by for that. It'll be a good time.
Yep.
And just in general, have a great week. Have a great 2 weeks, I guess, until we see you again. Thank you for stopping by, and we're grateful. Have a good one.